Hey everybody, what's up y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Tammy Talks here. Alright y'all, so we are back with another season of Growing Up Hip Hop. This is season 7, episode 1. Yeah, we're back to the Egypt and Sam show. If you're brand new to my channel, I do breakdowns on various TV shows, both scripted and reality, interjecting my own thoughts, opinions, and theories into each and every recap. So if you enjoy that type of content, please consider subscribing to the channel, thumbsing up the video, hop into my comment section so we can talk about everything that happened on tonight's episode. All right, so the episode starts off with before that, let's address the elephant in the room, right? So on Twitter, everybody's tweets were that we're sick of Egypt, we're sick of Sam, we're sick of seeing Pep, we're sick of seeing Tretch. There's too much Sam on the show. We all know that. But until the rest of this cast decides that they actually want to be real and film some content, we are going to be stuck with Egypt and Sam because they are willing to do the heavy lifting for the show. We know the Simmons girls are going to give us nothing. Absolutely nothing. Angela will at least film in her house. Angela's going to give us the most superficial scenes that she can to fulfill that contractual agreement. Vanessa is only going to film at group scenes. We have yet to see even the outside of Vanessa's house. We have yet to get any solo scenes of Vanessa. So we know the Simmons girls aren't going to give us much. JoJo is going to give some, but him and Denise are not going to get too deep into what they have going. Twist is only going to give us a one track of him. TT is not going to film her typical everyday normal day-to-day life with Sean and what's the baby's name? Lath? Brianna does not film really in her house. We don't see Brianna's kid. Brianna is giving us a very one track about her as well. Boogie pops up to and fro. We don't care about Eric and I can't even think of his wife's name. We don't want to see more about Sequoia. I don't want to see more about Cree. But I mean, Cree has given us more. But the reason we are getting heavy Sam in Egypt is because Sam in Egypt are the only people on this show willing to be real and put their life on television. That's what it is. It's annoying. It is annoying. It's almost like if Sam and Egypt had their own show, right? If they had their own show, then it would force the rest of this cast to like step up basically. We know Lil Romeo is back because he's broke. It's the only reason Romeo is back. Romeo swore he was too good for the show, but Romeo's back. He's not going to give us a lot because now this pivots Angela's storyline to Romeo. Romeo's storyline focuses on Angela. See, it is going to be Egypt and Sam the entire season. So let's get ready. So it starts off with Egypt. She is at the doctor's office getting an ultrasound. Egypt is pregnant. So the doctor is making sure that there's only one baby, not two. Pep is there. Sam is there. One of Sam's other children is there. The doctor tells them, congratulations. You have a healthy baby that's on the way, nice strong heartbeat. Pep is telling her, take it easy. Egypt is like, yeah, she's telling me that because I had a miscarriage. So, like, right after she found out, she lost the baby shortly after. Said it was very traumatic. I'm sure it was. That's all that was to that scene. That's it. So then we get Tretch. Tretch is talking to Lazy on the phone. I don't understand why Lazy's on the show. Lazy don't have no kids that's on the show. They were better off making Casey and JoJo actually a part of the show since their kids are. But Tretch is talking to Lazy. All of a sudden, Tretch has an issue with Sam and Egypt's closeness. When we are in season 7. They've been together since season 2, season 3? Now Tretch has a problem with it. Tretch doesn't like the fact that whenever he talks to Egypt, Sam is like in the background lurking, listening to the conversation. He has a problem with that now. He wants to talk to him face to face like a man. Bye, Trash. It's too late for this. It's too late for you to now have an issue with the dynamics of their relationship. Hell, Twitter's been telling you this the past couple of years. TT has been in your face with Tyran trying to tell y'all this. But y'all played it off because y'all chose to believe Sam when he lied and said that TT, wanted him. So you ostracized your blood for him. Lacey wants to throw a showcase type of situation where they are celebrating the first 50 years of hip hop. He feels that he wants this younger generation, those that, rap, perform, whatever their talent is, he wants them to come on and perform with them so they can have this showcase. Sure. By all means, let's do it, because what else are we gonna do on the show? So we get Angela. Angela is over at her house. Remember, Angela moved to Atlanta. My biggest issue with this show is I like how they're able to film with everybody in their respective cities where they live and stuff, but there's no cohesiveness to it. So we have Angela that lives in Atlanta. I thought Cree lived in Miami. Egypt and Sam are in Vegas. Boogie is in Vegas. Everybody else is in LA. It's so much back and forth. But we're at Angela's house. Cree comes over, jokes that Angela never offers her food or drinks that she has actually prepared. Angela said, "There's a chef in there." Angela don't lift a finger. She said all the money that she's made from pastry and everything else, that pays for this private chef. I don't cook. So Angela gets a gift from Cree. It's a microphone. It looks like a karaoke microphone. And I guess it's because Angela wants to make like a fun little single. That's what happens when you're young and rich and you have so much disposable income. You just be doing shit. So now Angela wants to make a song. Let's go for it. So they go to her bathroom, which was gorgeous, by the way. Any bathroom that is big enough to have a seat, like a stool ottoman type situation in the middle, bad bathroom right there. So they're in the bathroom, they're playing around with the acoustics. Cree was like, "Oh, you should go to Mama Jan. She's a vocal coach. Let's go waste somebody's time." Angela can't sing. Angela cannot sing. But let's waste somebody's time and just waste money, because why not? I have nothing else to do and I can make this my storyline instead of actually talking about my life. Why talk about my life when I can craft some bullshit so I can deflect from what's really going on with me? Let's do it. We're back at Egypt in Sam's house. They bought their own house in Vegas, or outside of Vegas. Pep comes over with this big ass picture of herself. She wants to put it over the baby's crib so the baby can see her every single day. The house looked tacky. I'm sorry. The floor was not giving. I know they were like, "It looks regal." It didn't, because the furniture that y'all had was like something that a 15-year-old boy would want in his gaming bedroom. That furniture looked tacky. I just know Sam went and picked out that furniture. There's no way Egypt, as a woman, picked out that furniture for your living room, for your home. But nonetheless, they have their own house. They get outside. Pep tells them that she's proud of them. She wants to make it known, "I didn't give y'all a cent." We know, Pep. You want to make sure that we know that Egypt is standing on her own 2 feet. So the first 6 seasons that you supported her, you don't do that no more. This new season, Egypt should have had money. She been mooching off for you all these years. She should have been saving these growing up hip hop checks. Remember, Egypt was living in her mom's house with her. Then it became Egypt was living in one of Pep's properties while Pep was on tour. Speaking of tour, we get Pep tells Egypt that, "You know what? You're coming on tour with me." And the tour is who? It's New Kids on the Block, Salt-N-Pepa, and I think it was En Vogue. So she's telling Egypt, "You're on tour with me. You get like a set to do your own show. It's not us just bringing you up during our set. You have a set. You're gonna have your own portion of the show where you can perform your stuff. So Sam is back there. Woo! Yes, that means us, right? Us. And Pep was like, no, her. So you immediately see Sam deflate. Sam is big mad because Sam and Egypt think that they're a duo when they're not. They think they're a group when they're not. So Sam feels away. So then, of course, Egypt has to down herself, bring herself down. Egypt can't even be excited because why would I be excited and Sam doesn't get to come? So she's asking, why can't Sam come? He ain't coming. He's not coming. You have the mother that is Pep from Salt and Pepper. You have the father that is Tretch from Naughty by Nature. These are your connections that are able to get you to do the stuff that you're doing. Fuck Sam. And you hate to say it like that, but it's not like from the moment we saw Egypt first on this show, she has wanted to be a singer and an entertainer and all this other type of stuff. You are now getting the opportunity in front of some, it's not going to be your demographic that would want to buy your music and see you, but you're getting a chance to perform with legends. In Vogue, New Kids on the Block, Salt and Pepper, those type of groups have a tendency when they do those type of tours to bring out somebody else from the past and have that person come out on stage too, or that group come out on stage. This is huge for you. Take it, own it. So Sam would say, I'm going on in the house. He went in the house and was pissed. Pep was like, Sam is supportive. I said, did we all see the same face he made? If Egypt and Sam want to perform together so damn bad, put out an EP together. I want to know what's stopping them from putting out an EP together. Is it Sam that's stopping it? Or is it Egypt? But I think it's very, very weird that the two of them won't just put out an EP together. Because if y'all put out an EP together, then yeah, y'all will both get booked to do some of these things together, but y'all aren't doing that. Y'all are two separate groups, two separate performers. You don't like Sam might be on some of these songs he's writing for you, but these are not songs that y'all are on together. Start a group. And I bet y'all again, then you will have a reason to be like, Sam has to come. We have a whole EP together. Y'all aren't doing that though. Let's think ahead. So we pan over to JoJo. JoJo is on FaceTime with, or should I say Tenise is on, JoJo is on FaceTime with Tenise. We see Tenise in the car. So they're planning the birthday party for little baby Joey. He's turning 1. Tenise is wondering if her father is going to come. So apparently Tenise's father is in the industry. I don't know if we ever knew that. I didn't know at least. So her father is Buck, who has worked with a slew of big name performers. So he is somebody. Got a little change about himself. Okay? Her and her father are not on the best of terms right now. The biggest reason being because he has not seen baby Joey yet. So she has the issue that, this is your grandchild, your grandson. You haven't seen him the whole first year of his life. So he has an RSVP for the party. She feels that, he might feel as if he doesn't have to. He might feel as if he can just show up. I don't need to RSVP. That's my grandson. I'll just show up. So she's telling JoJo, if I'll talk to him and, check that in with him, I'll deal with him. JoJo was like, I wasn't going to do it anyways. So we now find out that JoJo and Tenise's father don't really get along. They don't rock. They don't speak to each other. They don't interact. They don't anything. So I guess that's going to be a theme, or at least a big part of their storyline, the friction that Tenise has with the two men in her life. So we get to Eric. Eric is out with Devin, who is Devin is who? Casey's son. They're at a dispensary so they can meet up with Sam. Sam comes in and does a over dramatic analogy to say that Egypt is pregnant. So it's saying, Eric is like, oh, we definitely gonna celebrate tonight. Cool, we gonna smoke something now. Then it was like, rah, but what about your court case? And it's like, damn, Eric, we ain't even check out yet. So they, Sam is very apathetic about the entire thing. Sam's like, yep, they got 4 felonies on me, but it got prolonged. I didn't want it to because Egypt is pregnant now, but we'll find out what's gonna happen. Sam is just very cavalier, very casual about this entire thing. So in his confessional, he has like weave braids. Now they very well could be Sam's hair. Because Sam looked like he does have the type of hair that just grows really fast, but I didn't like it. So we get to Tenise. Tenise, well, it's like a one of those clips that they have in between like the actual show, like a little commercial. And it's Tenise talking to her mother and just saying that I guess her father Buck is going around saying that Joey, who is the baby, Joseph, Jojo, Joey, saying that the baby isn't his grandson. So she wants to talk to him about that. We get back to Angela. Angela is with his vocal coach, sounding a mess. Saying that she wants to train her voice to sound better. The vocal coach has her go over to the computer. Angela's goofy. We know this. So Angela's being super goofy, playing around a lot, and she sounds a mess when she's trying to get these notes, these pitches. Again, this is Angela's way to deflect away from what is really going on in her life so she doesn't have to talk about it. So we get to the birthday party. So Tanise's father does show up. He does come in and he like walks right past Joey because JoJo was holding him. And Tanisa's like, you walked right past Joey. He's mad that JoJo didn't speak. You came into JoJo's house. I was raised that when you come into a party, when you walk into a room, you speak to people. Christmas, New Year's, we're just at a bunch of different events, different things. When I walked in, every situation that I walked into during this holiday season, hey y'all, how y'all doing? Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Like that's what you do. You come in and you speak. Act like you were raised. But I guess her daddy wasn't. So her father, it turns into a situation. They go outside, and the father will say, I don't want to be bothered with the Simmons. I don't want to have this conversation. He's mad that JoJo didn't speak. And Tanise is kind of like, what? Why is this? Why are you turning this into a big thing? Why didn't you speak either? So they're going back and forth, and I don't understand what the problem is. I don't understand what the issue is. I don't understand what the fight is about. But it seems like Tanise's father is jealous of JoJo, and it's weird. It's weird. But it seems like Tanisa's father has an issue with or is jealous of JoJo in some very weird way. Because he then even makes a point to say, you got too many in your life. You need to figure out how you're gonna love both of us. Because you have your father and your husband, you only get one father. Basically on some, I'm gonna be here forever. He might not be type stuff. It was a very weird vibe. I didn't like it at all. So she's then asking him, did you say Joey wasn't yours? And instead of him being like, yeah, I said it out of anger or I said it out of spite, he's like, you get mad because you don't know me. You don't know when I'm joking. And then he ends up leaving. And I'm like, what is going on? Very, very weird dynamic. Finally, we get this scene with Sam and Tretch. So they meet at a jewelry store, and Tretch said that he has talked to Sam about a lot of things before, and now it's becoming time for him to, buck up, put your money where your mouth is. Like, what are you going to do now that Egypt is pregnant? So, in Tretch's eyes, them playing house all this time and, lollygagging around with everybody else's, with Pep's money and just playing around all day, that was fine before. But now that she's pregnant and she's married, things have to change all of a sudden like that. You should have had this talk with Sam when they started shacking up. It's too late for you to come in and think you're going to be able to change the dynamic of their relationship. It's silly. It's like, how highly do you think of yourself, Tretch? Did you think you can come and tell this man that is now married to your daughter how he can and should not treat her? what he can and cannot do, what he should and should not do, what he damn well better will do. He's married to her now. You should have been had this talk with him. But when TT came to you and was telling y'all that he didn't have no money, that he was broke as fuck, that he was a loser, that he wasn't taking care of the kids he had, that he was owing all this child support, that Egypt was supporting them, that they were mooching off of Pep's money, that they were doing all these different things. Y'all paid her dust. But now all of a sudden, oh, it's a big deal because a baby's coming. You should have been checked this in so that you get ready, or what is it? Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. If you would have had this talk with Sam about providing and forcing him to provide for Egypt, instead of y'all constantly shoveling money at her and paying for everything and not really making them work for anything, then he would be in a position now where he knows what his responsibility is supposed to be, and you wouldn't be going through this. So he's asking Sam, how are you going to provide? He said, because, y'all had to stay with Pep for a point in time. If there is some type of issue, Pep is not going to let all three of y'all, baby included, come and stay with her again. He said, because Egypt and the baby are more than welcome to come stay with me, but you can't because ain't no other grown-ass man going to be staying in my house. And I felt like for so long that they were so buddy-buddy with Sam that now Sam doesn't know how to react to it because he looked utterly shocked. But this is because y'all have not set that boundary in place with him or the expectation. So he's like, so what are you going to do? Sam is like, well, I know that, dreams and stuff don't pay the bills. Talent doesn't, jobs and corporations do. He said, but I have a fight coming up. I got a fight coming up. So church said, cool. How much is it paying? Well, this one don't pay. So what the fuck did you bring it up for? Why would you bring it up? So then church finally spits out some game and it's like, look, Egypt needs to, and this was basically church's way of saying, you don't need to be everything to Egypt. Let her have an outlet. She needs some friends. Because now you want TT back in her life when before y'all was telling TT to just stay the fuck out of it. But now it's an issue because y'all don't want to have to raise a baby. Y'all don't want to have to raise a grandbaby. Y'all don't want to y'all don't mind spoiling your grandbaby and doing all that stuff for it, but you don't want to have to solely raise it and provide it because your daughter got with a deadbeat and neither one of them are bringing in any money. So he's telling Sam, Egypt needs to have somebody that is closer to her age, that is going through this same thing. She needs friends that she can talk to and vent to, that can talk to her about having a baby and being a newlywed and all this type of stuff. He was like, because you don't have all the answers. So Sam was like, who do you suggest? Church was like, well, TT for starters. Whatever beef you got with her, now you need to squash it. Before, it was okay. It was okay then, but now that Egypt literally, truly, truly needs something from TT, yeah, now we need to get it together. No. And if I was to hear her, I would definitely pay them dust. Don't just feel like now because you have not raised your child to be a responsible adult that knows how to pick a partner where they are both working and bringing money into the household and they're not competing with each other. Now you stop it. So then church just kind of basically tells him, you need to basically get your shit together and do it quickly. So then church gets up and leaves. And then Sam is just standing there and just slowly takes his mic off and sits it on the table because, oh my God, my father-in-law who was rocking and rolling with me before, now he has a problem with everything I do. This season is going to be something. That's all I can say. It's going to be something. All right, if you guys have not already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video, hop in the comment section, y'all. Let me know what you guys thought about tonight's episode, and I will catch you guys in the next one.